Right, day 8 of my solo travel journey, and I've just arrived in Budapest after flying from Malta. Unfortunately, I was just over an hour delay on my flight, but those things happen, I guess, due to the air traffic here in Budapest, sadly. But I've arrived here safely, thankfully. Ears still not popped, still can't hear anything out my left ear. I'm waiting for my airport shuttle now, and apparently I'm meant to wait here. But one, I'm the only person here, and it arrives in, 15 minutes. And two, gate shut, so how the hell is the shuttle going to get in? So I'm a bit confused, a bit perplexed, new country, never been here before, and I'm already struggling and a bit confused. And it's getting on to 9 PM and I haven't checked into my hostel or anything like that yet because of my flight delays. So yeah, tricky one. But today, that's literally all I've been doing today. My first trip was getting from where I stayed in. It's raining as well, which is, having been in all the sun of Malta, this is very, very unusual. But anyway, all my days consisted of really is getting from one side of Malta to the other, because where I was staying was the opposite side to where the airport is, sadly. So I had to catch an almost 2-hour bus journey to the airport, and then I had to wait at the airport. Obviously you have to be there 2 hours before your flight. I was there like 4 hours before my flight, and then I flew. So that's all my days really consisted of. A bit boring, but arrived safely, so can't really complain.
Right, so I've just woken up in my hostel here after my first night in Budapest, and what a nightmare of a day yesterday was. So my flight was delayed, as I mentioned in my last little bit of segment, and then obviously I was waiting for my airport transfer. An airport transfer that didn't turn up, ever. After waiting an hour and 20 minutes, it just didn't turn up. So there was numbers to call and everything like that, so obviously I tried all of that, and no response from any of it. So I decided to look online and decided to see what this company was, looked at reviews, and well, I'll insert the reviews here. So basically they're all like 1 star. They were all of the ratings were pretty much 1 star, apart bar like 3 or 4. And why I didn't look up this before, just teach yourself to, please do, because it makes sense to. The reason I didn't is because it was through my airline. So I flew with Wizz Air and I booked this through the airline. So it was sort of like a partner company, as it were, and they sort of recommended me to get this to my hostel for an extra €5. So I was just like, sure, why not? So I've wasted €5 each way because I booked them for the flight back as well. Well, not flight back, but flight to Brussels, and I won't obviously be using them. I'd have to get my own way again. So I ended up getting the bus, which was relatively cheap, not too bad, but super crowded, understandably. But at least I'm here now anyway, and I had a really nice meal last night. I decided to fork out a bit of money for a really nice meal because I had such a crap day. So I'm glad I did that because I was really hungry. I hadn't eaten all day because of the flight delay and waiting for the airport transfer. So I was glad to eat last night. Today, I don't know what I've got planned really. I might do a walking tour. I've just met some nice people at my hostel, so maybe join them for that. That would be really cool. But apart from that, no real plans, so we'll see where the day takes us.
Right, so we're on day number 10. We're into double figures of my travel adventures. I'm getting a lot more confident speaking to the camera in public. It's something that I haven't really done before. but I'm just going with it. I think it's a lot more common than people think, and it's a lot easier once you get into it, you know, and you start making these documentaries. It's just a lot easier, even though there's people passing by and stuff, you just sort of get used to it. So today we've actually decided to come to, where I say we, I mean me, decided to come to the Széchenyi thermal spas here in Hungary, in Budapest. I don't plan on really going in the spas. I'll have a look at the prices, but obviously I'm on a budget, but just coming here, obviously they're well known for it. A lot of people come here for the spas, so I thought I'd check it out. I just walked from the hostel, it took me 50 minutes, 50, and yeah, it's a nice little park. It's actually, so the spas are actually within a park, basically a huge national park, which I'm in now, hence all the greenery around me, which makes a big change to all of like the street life and cars everywhere, despite there being cars everywhere still. But it's nice. It's really nice to see all this greenery, and it's really pretty as well. A lot of little fountains and stuff like that. So it's a really nice place to relax. Sure, especially here alone. You know, listen to some music, just relax for a day. Got no real plans. It's not too hot today. A bit cloudy as you can see, so it's pretty perfect. Right, so my last full day in Budapest, and I've decided to come back to the spas because I went to the spas yesterday, obviously didn't get in because I didn't intend to, so I hadn't brought my swimmers or anything. I thought it would just be too expensive, so I just didn't even think of it as an option. Found out nowhere near as expensive as I first thought, because I went to Iceland earlier on in the year and I paid for the Blue Lagoon there, which cost me £110, whereas this is costing me €22 for a full day in the spa, and you can go in any of the pools. Definitely worth it, you know. €22, what, £20, you know, it's not too bad for that, you know. It's still a fair bit of money, but in comparison to what I paid in Iceland, that's what I was expecting. I was expecting definitely a lot of money, but for that price, to do this once, you know, I'm probably not going to be back here again, and to do something that, you know, a lot of people come here to do, and to say that I've done, I think it's definitely worth it.
Right, so it's my last day in Budapest. I'm currently at the airport about to fly to Brussels. I'm spending 4 nights there, which should be nice, but I'm very, very early for my flight. So I arrived here just before 12 and my flight's not until 20 to 6, so I'm very, very early for it. But I just didn't want to lag around that huge bag down there, 2 bags I should say, because I'd just rather be here early, and then it would be peace of mind. I get a bit scared, especially when travelling alone, that I'm going to miss my flight or something. So, I like to have a clean head for the rest of the day, knowing I'm here at the airport ready to board my plane rather than, run 20 minutes or something late and panic. So I don't mind waiting. It's fine. It's not too bad. There's a nice cafe here, there's things to do. I'm currently writing in my journal, as you can see. So, there are things to do. Hopefully it's a safe flight. Hopefully there's not as many delays this time as my last flight, and I hope to see you all in Brussels.